Hey, Firebirds. Hey, thanks for taking some time out, carving time out of your busy schedule in order to be here just for a few minutes, a few moments. That's all it's going to take. But this is the time for the Firebird Spark, just a little spark of the Spirit to help us stay connected to Spirit, to each other, and kind of to settle into where we are in the middle of the week. Last week, we were talking about light and the changing light and how we're living in these murky times that's, not quite dusk, but not quite dawn. And this week, we're going to also revisit one of the messages from earlier in the year. And this one really seemed to resonate with people. It's kind of following next after the changing light. It's about change in general. Yeah. That thing that we love when we choose it, but not so much when it chooses us, right? Change can be hard. Well, Karen Thomas is one of our Firebird team members. She lives in Arizona. And she takes us to that moment when Moses, way back, it's before the Exodus, he was out tending sheep for his father-in-law. And while he's out there, he sees this bush that's on fire. And it's burning and burning, but the bush never burns up. The fire just keeps going. And he walks over to, he's very curious, but it interrupts his day, and he walks over to it, and what do you know? It ends up being the voice of God coming out of that bush. It was weird, man. Think of it. Think if that happened to you. It was weird, it was wild, totally not what he expected on a regular work day, and yet it changed everything. Because it was from that conversation that he goes to Egypt and ends up bringing the Hebrew people to freedom. But that's how change works, isn't it? Probably in your own life too, right? Sometimes it's very loud and it's in your face, and sometimes it's kind of subtle. But always it seems to ask us, will you pay attention? Will you be curious? Will you let go of what was? And are you ready for what might be? Even though this message was first shared by Karen back in March, I think, it hits just as hard for us in August. Because transformation doesn't follow a church calendar. It shows up when it wants, and when it does, the Spirit is always close by. Now, a lot of us are feeling, really busy if we're at work, or maybe busy with vacation plans if we're on vacation. A friend of mine, when she first preached about this passage years and years ago, she had the church secretary type up her sermon, and I was in the days before, the computer, because it was like 100 years ago, and the church secretary, with muscle memory, kept typing the word busy instead of bush, so it came out, the burning busy. I think of that frequently because I think that is what happens to us. We get busy. We're burning with this busyness, and we don't always pay attention to where the Spirit might be speaking. So that's part of the invitation for us this week, to just kind of slow down, take a look around, be curious. If you've been feeling in between or kind of low-key lost or on the edge of something new, this message is really going to be for you. And we invite you to come back, join us. The service will drop on Friday, as it always does. But for right now, you know what I'm going to say. Let's come together in prayer. If you choose not to pray, that's fine. Just sit and listen, take it in, let it wash over you or through you. Wherever you are, if you're listening with a headset or AirPods on a train somewhere, or maybe you're walking on a beach, or maybe you are on vacation up in the mountains, or maybe you're sitting at your desk at work. Maybe you're at home with the kids and they're driving you a little crazy, and this was a chance to connect with an adult. Let's come together in our Firebird community and pray. Spirit of change, I don't have to like it. I don't have to feel ready. Just help me stay open, stay curious, and trust that something good might be growing. Amen. Okay, so like I said, catch the full message this Friday on the Firebird channel on YouTube, which is at Firebird Spirit Hope, all one thing. Or, just search for hashtag Firebird Spirit in any browser and you'll find the YouTube channel there. And while you're there, explore some of our other offerings if you haven't already. Firebird Dispatch, which is a spiritual commentary on current events. Voice of the Flame, where we're starting to branch out and do audio-only reflections, so that's also on YouTube. Prayerful Pauses and the Sparks to keep us grounded through the week. We're building something real here. You're building it. With all of the views that we've had so far, we've been in existence for just over 10 months, and we have just over 90,000 views from around the world. And that's you. So tell people about it, share the link, subscribe if you haven't already, maybe leave a comment down below. We're building something real and we want you to be part of it. If it speaks to you, you're meant to be here. All right. Go off, have a good time, keep it real. Until next time, God bless, take care, and bye for now.